Hey guys, welcome back to The Insider, and I'm here with a very special guest all the way from Oregon, Etni Ruiz.
Hi, I'm good.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy.
All the way from Oregon just for a podcast.
Oh my gosh, she's swearing.
Okay. First of all, I want to apologize. We had a party, so it's a little bit of a mess. And it's her fault because she didn't clean.
Oh,
But we are here in this moment. So yeah, Houston, like, oh my God, Houston.
The Insider.
You say something?
No, I'm good. How have you been?
I'm been good. Okay, so to start off, we know Oregon is a beautiful place, the waterfalls, the nature, right? But Houston's a whole different story. How do you like Houston for like the city wise? Like, what do you like the most about Houston? What do you like the least about Houston? What do you absolutely just hate about Houston?
Well, me personally, I honestly really liked how there's so many things to do here in Houston, like downtown, everything. Like it was really pretty, you know. I haven't really talked to many people here, like in downtown. Oh, there was this one guy. Remember, like when we were at the sign, he was like, "Oh, hey, you guys shouldn't park there," you know.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally,
Nos regañó.
but me personally, I'm more like I'm big on like if the people are nice in the city, you know, like I don't like Vegas, horrible, hated it. Like it was nice. But
You
like
tell me how much you love Vegas.
I loved Vegas.
Want to go back to Vegas.
That's not true. I want to go back with you, but I mean, me personally, I didn't like the people at it, like in Vegas, like even the hotel, like the receptionist, like yeah, the service wasn't even that good. But like here, like they're actually like for the most part they're nice. I guess there was just a couple people that weren't that paying attention, like observing. But anyways, for the most part, I did like it, you know. But I just didn't like the thing. How do I say this? The least thing that I liked about Houston that I thought I was gonna like not like is the weather. But honestly, I'm liking this weather. Like it's pretty nice, but probably just because like it's January. But when I came in October, it was so bad, so humid. I hated it. The second that I got out of the airport, it was so bad. Smelled bad too. It was like if I was in Mexico, if I was like in Guadalajara, and I just did not like it. Like it was the worst.
Yeah. Or which honestly, each place has their what's it called? Their plus and their minuses, you know. And I personally don't like this time in Houston because it is more colder. And I'm more of a summer person. I'm more, oh my God, like the heat. So cold isn't really my thing. But I could say that it was pretty good weather if you compare it to Oregon. Like this low-key kind of similar.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, low-key, but yeah, I guess. I like the sun when it came out too. But I mean, yeah, it was pretty good for the most part. I'm so happy that it wasn't like super, super hot. Like then I would have gotten like so annoyed. There was just this one day where the sun was like really beaming. I think it was like Sunday, but I mean that was it.
Yeah. Okay, but can you talk about food wise? Like what was the thing you liked the most? Like in Texas, food? Because I mean, Texas is known for its food. You know, like everything's bigger in Texas, like food wise.
Even
look at my stomach, bro.
But I mean, yeah. Honestly, my personal fave was probably the barbecue. We just ate that right now, like a couple hours ago. But yeah, barbecue super good. Pluckers, hated it, did not like it, dry as hell, and you even agreed. Pluckers. So me and Salma for the most part. She's my sister.
Who's Salma?
Who's Salma? Yeah, I don't even know who she is. Anyways,
for the people who are watching, it could be Salma from Canada.
Okay.
Salma from Florida. They don't know which Salma you're talking about.
Okay, anyway.
Can you explain?
Okay.
Can you go explain?
So Salma is my sister, for those who don't know, but for the most part, a lot of people know. Anyway, she loves Salma and she goes there like every week. Whatever. But those wings, are hands down so good. The best wings that I've ever had, period. You know? I will always be going back to them. Buffalo Wild Wings. No.
I look at it.
Wingstop is good too, but they don't compare because like you said, honestly, there, like in Fire on the Mountain, we have more exotic
flavors.
So I say unique flavors, like very different.
It's exotic because when you think about wings, you think about buffalo, probably some lemon pepper. I like lemon pepper, but there's this one type of sauce and fire that I personally think is the best one. It's called lime cilantro.
Yes. 100%.
And like you're not gonna find lime cilantro at Wingstop. You're not gonna find lime cilantro at Buffalo Bayou.
That's the park we went to.
That's a park here in Houston.
But yeah, you're not gonna find it anywhere else, basically. But at Pluckers, they had pretty exotic ones too, I guess. But honestly, I didn't like them so much.
Exotic wise, I personally like the buffalo, like regular wings.
Yeah, like
don't. You go to Pluckers, get the regular wings just with some extra sauce because they are kind of dry.
They really are.
But what's it called?
And they didn't give it to us hot.
But don't really get the what's it called? The exotic flavors. Get like the regular flavors.
Yeah, I didn't like them that much. Like the regular ones for me was like honey barbecue. That's the one I got, and then
I had the buffalo.
I got lemon pepper too. I mean, those were because we like all of us tasted the different ones. You know, they gave us like a taste test, I guess, and all of us didn't like get any of those flavors. We literally tasted it with celery.
The only one I like is like the spicy.
The spicy it's the lemon pepper. Anyways, but yes, so Pluckers did not like it. Fries were alright, they were pretty good. I went to a Greek place, it's called Nikos. It's really famous here, I guess, apparently. I liked it. We're not gonna talk about that incident that happened. We are not gonna talk about it. Well, now I have to talk about it. Wait.
Like it. No. We're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna move on.
They're gonna be really curious.
Time runs really quick.
Oh my gosh.
And we don't want to make this an extra long podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to a few questions that people wanted to ask you. And this question I got multiple times.
No.
So I was like, oh, okay, I'm probably gonna ask her. This is not one person, not two, not three, but maybe like 5 people told me to ask you this question. And this question is
no.
Oh my god. Oh, no, I'm not proposing. The question is, will you marry Sahara? I'm not gonna say right now or when, but
we're not gonna get into that right now.
But maybe what would your answer be if Sahara just like proposed to you? Are you gonna think about it? Or are you gonna be like, give me 2 days and I'll get back to you?
That's okay. So the 2 days give me back to you. That was when he first said, like, oh hey, I like you, you know, I want to start talking to you like that. And I told him, I was like, you know what, give me like 2 days. Well, no, I didn't say give me 2 days. I was like, you know what, give me a couple days. And after the second day, I was like, you know what, okay, fine, sure, why not? And yeah, this was our almost 2 years later. Right here.
All right, next question. This question comes all the way from Santa Barbara, California. And it says, how many kids does Etni want? How many kids do you want? What do you think is a good amount? Be like, oh my God, this is enough. I don't need no more. And like, this is perfect.
Me personally, 2 kids is like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. A little cute family, you know? 3 kids, I hate odd numbers. I could never have 3 kids. That would be like 5 of us. I don't like that. So I would have to have a 4th, just to even it out.
My family. Wow.
It's okay. That's you guys. But me personally, like my family is a family of 4 and like 4 kids and then my parents, you know, too.
6.
So I would like that. And they had 2 in the beginning and then 2 later on. And it was 2 boys and 2 girls. So me and Salma and then my 2 older brothers. So that was like
shout out Andy and Hedison.
So anyways, I would like that personally. But 4 seems like I'm like
you. This is why the question is directly.
Oh my gosh. No, then I'll give you that. No.
4? Damn.
I'll give you that question. What about that?
Well, they're not asking me. They're asking
I'm asking you because I'm on this podcast and I can answer questions too, right? Right. Okay.
I personally think I'm good with 2. I don't want too many. Like, okay, hopefully it could be a boy and a girl. If not, those 2 would be perfect. That's what I think.
And what if it isn't a boy and a girl?
Then,
would you want a 3rd or maybe a 4th? Well, honestly, I don't know how hard it is to have 4 kids, obviously. But if I have 2 and I'm like, you know, that's pretty easy, you know, then I might go for like a 3rd.
Okay, so this question somebody asked from the state of California. But you're gonna make you think of somebody back north. Okay, so this question says this. I wonder what her dog is thinking right now. So we know Bola, right? Famous Bola, Mop, that's her nickname.
Shut it. No.
Okay. So I mean, you left her back at home in Oregon. I know that's so sad. You want her to bring her. So what do you think Bola's thinking right now? Like, where's my owner? Where's my mom? You know? Like,
Well, to be honest, we haven't gone on a trip like to Mexico, like or anywhere. Well, actually, I went to a trip recently last year and to Fresno, California, and then to Vegas. So I mean, I've been around. But anyways, I think that she's okay because she's with my dad and she loves my dad. So I mean, she's probably crying in the night a little bit, or she's sleeping on my bed.
Aw,
Anyways, but yeah, she's probably
cutie patootie.
but yes, I don't know. I think she's gonna. Well, when she sees me, she's obviously gonna be like super happy.
Right. So this is another question. How tall are you?
I am 5'4".
So what is your dream height? Like you're like, oh my god, I wish I was this height for you.
No, I am good for 5'4".
You-
I mean, me personally, I like 5'4" because I was tall compared to my
to
other
girls.
friends. To my other friends
Girls
in high
are really
school,
tiny.
but I'm small compared to Mali. Shout out to Mali,
And she likes-
because she's like 5'8", 5'7". Anyways,
she's
but
not
I
high.
like my height. I would prefer somebody else to be a bigger height.
What's
But,
my dream height? Okay.
yeah, what's your dream
I
height?
don't have a dream. I'm good with my size.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you want my dream height to be?
Like 5'10".
So 2 more inches?
Yep.
Hopefully I grow another inch. All
Well,
right.
yeah, 5'10" is like a pretty decent height. I mean, 6 foot is like pushing it a little bit, but yeah, so 5'10" is a good height for you.
Okay. All right. So another question, but this question comes from your state of Oregon. I wonder who asked you this question, because you don't know who asked you this question, right? So this says, would she rather delete social media for 2 years or take the bus to everywhere she needs to be? So like to your necessities, maybe to choir practice, maybe to church,
My
to your
job.
job, to get food. So would you rather delete social media or take a bus? You have to take a bus everywhere.
Me personally, Salma knows me. She was okay. Never mind.
Salma this, Salma that, Salma acá,
Oh my
Salma
gosh.
knows. Salma
No, I just said that
knows.
because you
I
said
think we're
this
gonna name this
question too.
podcast Salma.
No,
Instead of Etni, we're gonna name it Salma right there. Okay.
Okay. Anyways, well, I'm saying people know me very well. People should know me very well back in Oregon. So I don't know who's asking that. They should know me. So they should know that I don't like taking the bus. Actually, it's not that I don't like it. I can't live without my car. I go from point A to point B. When I go to church, I always have to like be like, okay, you know what? Let's go. I don't wait on Sunday, because since I have my own car, I'm just like, just me, I guess, like I don't want to wait on anyone, or I don't want them to wait on me. So I personally would have to like just be, like have my own car, I guess, especially like to go get food or to go to my job. I could not survive that. I could definitely survive not having social media for 2 years. That's literally nothing.
You
So
sure about that?
yeah, I'm sure about that because I went a year without it. So I'm totally fine
A
going
year,
a
but not
second.
2.
I was totally fine going for a second, but I mean, honestly, I would do that, but like realistically, just because it would be really good to get like a break from social media, honestly, just from everything, like TikTok especially, but like Instagram, like watching other like people, like models, all of that. Like it's like a good like mental like break, Do you know what I mean?
Can't relate.
You can't relate to that? So you never wanted like a break from social media? Because I know I have. I've deleted.
I think I've deleted like for an hour, and I was like, I need that back again.
Well, you probably need it. I mean, I don't ask much.
I probably
but
need
I mean, I like social media. Don't get me wrong. But me personally, that's probably that would.
All right, so this is a question that I wanted to ask you personally. It says, what's something people seem to misunderstand about you? Do you like understand it or not?
Yeah. Repeat it one more time.
What's something people seem to misunderstand about you? Because like sometimes you don't know a person, but like you see them at afar, like, oh, I think this person's like really rude. I feel like this person really stuck up. I feel like this person is this, I feel like this person that. What's something you think people misunderstand about you, like of your character? Like, oh, I think Etni has a really like strong attitude. I feel like Etni's really mean. I feel like Etni's such a bad singer.
Well, yeah. I mean, me personally, I feel like a lot of people. I get like 50-50 because some people have been like, oh my gosh, you seem so like you're so nice. Oh my gosh, you look so nice, this and that. But I've also gotten like, oh my gosh, I thought you were like a B, And I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
there
like,
was a question
because I have like
about you.
I might have. Oh my gosh, shut it.
But
Anyways, I've gotten like that. I have like a resting like bee face, you know, like even with my mask on, especially too. I can be like that sometimes, or when I'm annoyed or when I'm frustrated, anything like that. People might see me as that, or might think like, oh, like this girl isn't nice, this girl's this, you know. That's probably one of the most things, or they're like, oh, she's not nice, she's not approachable. That's how I would see somebody not doing it. How would you see me like that? When you first met me, how did you see me?
I feel like you were such a good, very quiet person.
Quiet?
Yeah, I feel like you're kind of shy.
Really?
You were really younger.
Yeah, I was really young because we met like when I was 14 and you were 15. How old were you? I was 14, you were 15. I was a freshman, he was a sophomore. That's when we met. So we've known each other for a while. So that's why it was kind of odd for me. I was like, I was like, do you really want, that's why it took me like 2 days to be like, oh, I don't know if I want to like you, you know. But yes, that's why. But I've known him for a while. So that was kind of like your first impression of me.
Yes.
Yeah, my first impression of you was like you were really outgoing, bubbly. You're like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, because we met in GDO in Guadalajara. So you were like all like, how do I say this? You were really friendly, very friendly. So that's probably why I liked you.
Am I still friendly?
Yes, you're very friendly, very approachable too. So that was my first impression. Honestly, I can imagine your first impression of me being like shy there because I didn't want to talk to him. I was kind of like over it, like annoyed because it was like in the night. I was kind of tired. My viewers were, I did a lot of things that day, so I was kind of like, ugh. But yeah, I can see that. But when you got to know me, what did you think about me?
Oh no. All right, so we're gonna move on. We have 2 more questions, and then I guess we could. Don't want to make it too. I mean, she could be kind of. Okay. Do you have a failure? Like, oh my god, this is like my biggest failure. If so, don't tell me. Just be like, yes, no. Do you have one? Like, oh my god, I felt so bad. Like, I could have done better.
A couple. Well, not a couple. Like minor things that like I would probably like regret or been like, oh, I wish I would have done something different. Yeah, a couple of things. But I don't have like a huge failure. Like, oh, if I would have done this, like
is
my
there
whole
one
life.
you would like to talk about? Not really.
No.
Because I was gonna ask you, what's your biggest failure, and what did you learn about it? Like, did you learn something? Not really. We can move on to.
I don't know. I mean, I personally haven't had like something like huge, but like this is life changing. I haven't had something like that yet. I mean, I have like a couple things like, oh, I wish I would have done this differently, you know, like obviously, but it's not something huge that would have affected my life where I'm at today.
All right. So I know what your career path you want to, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the few people who don't know you and don't know what career path you want to take, can you explain to us what career path you want to take and why? Like, what got you into like why do I want to do this? You know? Because everything comes from like a why.
Yeah. So me personally, ever since I was like sophomore year, I was thinking about a freshman, but sophomore year I was like, yeah, you know, I want to do it. So me personally, I would like, well, I am going to do real estate. I am getting my license. I'm about like halfway there. But yeah, so I'm planning on doing real estate and
what's so interesting about real estate that it's like, oh, I wanted, you know?
Yeah. So me personally, real estate has always been something like, oh, like.
Is it because you like houses or?
Not really. Well, that was my first approach, definitely. Like when I was a sophomore, I was like, oh, I would love to like tour houses, like show people houses, like have different, I'm a very talkative person with so many people. So I would like telling them, oh, this is that, oh,
like
this,
the kitchen,
yeah, I would like doing that.
The living area.
Yeah. So that's just me personally. That's how I thought about when I was like in sophomore year, a little bit like through junior year. But then I was like, you know what? If I don't even like that, there's so many other like paths that I can take. There's so many other options if I don't like that, because in real estate there's a bunch of other like doors that you can open with just that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would be like really like good to do that, you know. So I mean, yeah, that's just me personally. Well, that's me, but honestly, I've told like quite a bit of people like, oh yeah, I want to do real estate, and all of them have told me like, oh my gosh, I can so see you doing that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like because of my personality and because of like the way that I act, you know, that's also that's what's gotten me to be like, oh, like yeah, I like really want to do this, and I feel like that I would be like really good at it, especially just because I am a very like people person and I like having conversations and everything. So yeah, that's my career path. What about you?
This podcast is not about me,
Oh my
but about
gosh.
Etni Ruiz. You know.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you 2 more questions, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Maybe it's about to be like 30 minutes.
Yes,
So, do you like Marvel? Do you like DC? Or something that you like?
ooh,
Don't tell us which character. Just tell us, do you like Marvel or DC?
I don't know. I can't really say. I can't really choose one just because I haven't seen all of the Spider-Man movies. I've been dying to do that. I've seen a couple Spider-Man movies, you know, but I've been dying to see like the whole series, like just everything, you know.
So if you had to pick like your favorite hero, you did mention Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man your favorite?
Yes, of course. Tom Holland, love it. But
okay.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, yes, Spider-Man probably my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, now I'll talk about
Oh
mine.
yeah, because you want to talk about
I
that.
like heroes. I like superheroes.
Yeah.
So I will go with Marvel, even though DC has quite a bit of good, not movies. I would say series. DC has good.
Oh
series.
yeah, that's for sure. Like the Flash.
Marvel wins in movies, not really shows, but DC wins in shows and movies. So I guess that's what kind of balances out. But the Flash is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I was saying Iron Man. To be honest, I love Iron Man.
Yeah, like
Iron Man's my favorite. So yeah, I don't know why I just like Iron Man.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the last question. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live? Like why? Not like why do you?
I've been asking myself that question for a really long time.
Does it have to be in the US?
Yeah. I think I'd probably live. You know what? I'm not sure yet.
You don't know?
Well, here let me tell you guys why I'm not sure. Just because I love Oregon, love. I personally, when I was like a couple years ago, I have like my mindset like I for sure like want to live in Oregon like my whole life. So yeah, I mean Oregon is just like what am I?
It's so beautiful, but isn't there like something you like? Try something you maybe.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try something new, but I've been asking people around like, oh, what about this place? California, definitely no. Texas, Texas, a place to live, no, sorry. Anyways, Vegas, I don't like hot. That's why Oregon has all of the 4 seasons, so that's why I would.
Yes, Texas, we have 2 here in Texas. You know what we have? We have winter and we have summer. That's it. We don't have fall and we don't have spring. We do not.
So I need to live in a place that has all of that. So Oregon is like my ideal. Washington is like a little bit up from Oregon. It rains there all the time. But yeah, I've wanted to live in Alaska. Honestly, I would probably live in Alaska, but it kills me that there's like just sun like for one whole summer. I think so. Yeah, that there's no like nighttime. And I cannot sleep with the lights on like whatsoever. I don't like sleeping with those things. I've tried it in Mexico and I don't like them. So I would not like I couldn't stand just sleeping when there's like a hint of like sun or a hint of light.
But isn't there like 3 months where there's like no light?
Yeah, that's that too. There's 3 months that there is like no light, and then there's like another ones that there's just light. You know? So yeah.
I personally like Germany. Like I would be so down to live in Germany. Well, at the same time, I did study Deutsch. That's the language over there in Germany. So I feel like Germany would be so cool to live in, just because they have castles. Like people over there like live in castles. So that's also really nice, and I find really interesting. Oh my God, I live in the castle. You live in the mountains. There's so many like cool things about Germany that I just find like really interesting. That I think I could probably see myself living one day in Germany.
Really?
Or visiting Germany for sure.
Me personally, well, I don't know if I would live like outside of the US. Like I wouldn't.
Oh well, no,
I don't know. I can't see myself. Well, I can see myself traveling like so many places, but like
visiting.
actually living, visiting, traveling, all, like everywhere. You know,
because you do want to travel the world.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, me personally, like living, I would love to just live in Oregon my whole life. So beautiful, so amazing. But like a different part of, well, you know what? Like honestly, part of me wants to experience something new, like be like in a total different place, I feel like Utah or Montana.
Because you're that one person that just wants to live in their like hometown forever.
Yeah, I would love to live there, but at the same time, I do want to live somewhere else, like because it's a whole nother experience. You never know, you know. But my hometown is just that good, is that amazing that I would just want to live there my whole life. Honestly, it's that. And
I never saw myself.
No robberies, like not like what. Really?
I never saw myself like even when I was a little kid
leaving Texas.
I always saw myself like leaving Texas.
Leaving. Well, yeah, because Texas is Texas.
I always saw myself like, oh, one day I'm gonna not live here. I don't know where I'm gonna live. For some reason, I thought myself living in California, but then I was like, nah. Then once I like been there, I'm like, it's not it.
Yeah, no. But yeah, like I said, Oregon, like where I live in, it's super safe, super good. The schools are amazing. Houses are so beautiful. Just the place around it, trees everywhere. I literally live next to a forest. Amazing. I go there. I take Ola there, like walking. They're like all my neighbors, like my neighbors are super nice. Like I love all of them. Like they're so amazing, except for like 2, but I have like 10. Anyways, but yes, I mean, I like being there, and I see like my like familiar people like at the stores. Oh, like I know I like you get to see this person a lot. You know, so it's just really my hometown, and I just love it so much. You know, if I could live anywhere else, I would probably choose maybe like Utah, but or Colorado, or like what? No, like Montana. I've heard Montana's super beautiful, but that's just like me personally. You know, but yeah.
Well, I guess that was really interesting. What this was, is there anything else you want to say before we like cut it and no more?
Well, I guess you want to cut it really soon, huh?
I mean,
she was doing that. They could also see that. But anyway,
they could?
Yeah, that's why I said that. Well, I'm like I said, I talk and I talk and I talk and I talk. So yeah, I don't know.
It's a good thing we don't have your sister, because then it's probably
she's over there. She would literally be talking forever.
She's literally right over there. And there's like a big window when everyone's watching. Like everyone's just like standing like this. Like, everyone's standing like this.
And then freaking Zachary came in. But anyways, I don't know. Where would you? Oh
no! Last words. Just like what thanks for watching, or like this is or something.
This video is probably going to be the video with the most views.
You think so?
I don't know. A lot of people, my friends, will be loyal to me, so they will probably watch it. It's not even cold out here. It's really nice weather out here too. So, a couple last things I want to say. What is it? I was here in Houston for about 4 days. 4 days. Okay. I've liked it.
What would you rate the city of Houston?
At this time, like this right now?
Compared to other cities you've been to. Not to Oregon, compared to cities you've been to.
Compared to Las Vegas. And LA. I give it like a Houston. This weather, this perfect, like my trip. How was your trip? My trip was amazing because I was always with you. Every day is amazing with you. Trip 10 out of 10 with you. Weather wise, place wise, like everything, like place wise, what you guys want to know, I guess. And I would probably give it like an 8 out of 10.
That's good.
Yeah, it was pretty
passing.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It was pretty good. I did like it. What do you give it? What do you give this trip that you think?
Oh, this is my time. This wasn't a trip for me. Well, for everyone, thank you guys for watching.
Water, hydrate.
Stay hydrated. Drink Prime. Yeah. Nugget Podcast side. Shout out to Nugget Farm. This video is sponsored by Prime. Drink Prime. I kind of want to throw this water on.
No. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. It was really
Until your next trip.
Until my next trip, or until your next trip. He's been to Oregon twice. This is my first time to Houston, so I should probably coming later on. Probably not in the summer. Anyways, but yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yes.
Thank you for